swing story. This is a true story. My son was 2 years old and he had tantrums. They're either born to have tantrums or they're not. My daughter never had them. I never had one, but my son had them. Okay, they're born. It's in your DNA. Anyway, so I go to the park and there was a brand new mom there. She was new in the neighborhood and all the gossip around the neighborhood was, oh, we got someone new. We're all excited, right? Because another new mom with a little toddler, because we were all like about the same age. It was a new district. Anyway, so we're all excited to meet her. And I was the first one to meet her. She was down at the park with her little boy, 2-year-old boy. And I had a 2-year-old boy. So we are introducing ourselves. You can tell we're both really excited to meet each other. So we're chatting away and we're putting our little boys on the swings. There's 2 swings, 2 toddlers. So, and they both go at the same time. Now we're just trying to chat. We're not really paying any attention to our sons. They both point to the other one's swing. So we say, well, let's just change it. Who cares? We're just trying to chat, right? We go to move them over and they both start tantruming right away. So here's what she does. She goes over to the one bench and I go over to the other one. She goes over there. The whole time she's talking to her little boy. Well, you know, if you did the right thing, if you just waited, mommy would have put, so she's doing the mini therapy sessions. She's doing the best she knows how. She's trying her best to try and manage this tantrum, try and talk him off the cliff, try and discuss all his emotions, all his feelings. He's getting worse and worse and worse. The tantrum lasted 20 minutes. After that, this was her opportunity. I always say that you ignore the tantrum, then you ignore the crazy, which is the tantrum, then you reward the calm after the tantrum. So he's finished his tantrum and he's got the hiccup cries and he's going, and then okay, so here's what she did. She didn't know. She was doing her best. I felt bad for her. So anyway, then she discusses the whole 20-minute tantrum. She goes into it, great detail. He's 2. And she's doing the therapy session. She's discussing it all. He was miserable. Anyway, we ended up leaving before I saw them get back on the swing. But 30 minutes prior, when they both started the tantrums, here's what I did. I took my son over to the bench, and he was screaming and kicking like her son was. So my son instantly went, I put him on the bench. He went to run for the swing. I put my arm out right away. He knew me well enough to know that arm's not going to go away. He's not going to get back to the swing. So he sat back because he knew me by now. So he knew the drill. So he's crying. Now here's what I'm doing. I'm completely ignoring him. I'm looking at the trees, the birds, like I'm just waiting. That's all I'm doing. I'm waiting. And it only lasted about 2 minutes. As soon as he finished having this tantrum, I said, oh, y'all done? Okay, let's go back on the swing. I ignored the crazy and rewarded the calm. He was starting to catch on to this. He knew as soon as that tantrum stopped, he'd probably get back on the swing. So anyway, the tantrum stopped, went back on the swing, and then for the rest of that half hour, I just felt so bad for her. She was doing her best, but she kept feeding it. Any attention is tantrum food. Whenever you're trying to talk them off the cliff, talking about their emotions, talking about anything, even eye contact, any attention is fertilizing that tantrum. So anyway, I felt really bad for her. My son was getting tired of swinging, so we went home, and they were still sitting on the bench. She looked like a rag doll. She was so emotionally distraught by the end of it. But anyway, that's the swing story. So, yeah. Now, the thing is that children are not going to learn this right away. My son was already starting to clue in. He was 2. He was starting to understand that mom is never going to feed a tantrum. He was starting to sort of come out of them. Now, they're not going to really stop having tantrums completely if they're that way inclined till they're about 3 or maybe 3.5. But they're going to diminish in intensity, duration, and frequency. So that's what I was working with. But yeah, they're not just going to stop having tantrums because it's in their DNA. It's just the way they deal with stuff. They can't handle those emotions. So anyway, that's that.